Hello, this is Norma and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be frying some fish. I got some croaker and I have some butternose fish. Here I have all my vegetables. I have tomatoes, I have onion, different kind of pepper and bell pepper, and I have some garlic right here. For my seasoning, I have onion powder, I have ginger powder, I have ground ginger, black pepper, some Vita cubes, kosher salt, complete seasoning, and I'm going to be using oil to fry my fish. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my fish right here. I'm going to put salt. You can use any kind of salt, but this is kosher salt that I'm using, and I'm going to pour water on it, and I'm going to set my fish aside for about 30 minutes, and it just gives it a good taste. The first thing I'm going to do is cut up some of my vegetables, and I'm going to blend it. Some I'm just going to cut, and like onions and tomato, I'm going to cut it and set it aside to eat it after, but some I'm going to blend. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to put my peppers in there. I like it hot, so I'm keeping seeds and all. And I'm going to cut up some tomatoes and put it in there also. Let me take it to my Ninja bullet and start to blend. I blended it right here. I'm going to set it aside, and now I'm going to start cutting my tomatoes, and I'm going to eat with after everything is ready. I'm going to take the inside out. This will go in my gravy. And this. I'm going to cut in slices like this. Let me do all of them and I'll be back. I've cut my tomatoes, and now I'm moving on to cutting my onions. And I'm doing it the same way in strips. I'm going to cut all of them. I'm going to pour the salty water from my fish, season it, and start frying. So I've cut up the onion also. We're moving on to the fish. I have salt in there, and I washed it. My fish dropping on my counter. Let me wipe my counter down and I'll be back. Yeah, I had to clean it with some hot soapy water because some of it had fallen out of the pan and gotten onto my counter. So I'm putting in some of my complete Sazon seasoning. Some black pepper. Onion powder, some ground ginger, and a little bit of salt. I'm going to let that sit for 30 minutes and I'll be back. It's been 30 minutes. I've got my oil on the stove that I'm trying to heat up, and I'm going to start frying the fish. I'm going to put some onion in there for fragrance, and then I'm going to start dropping in my fish. It's time to turn my fish. I'm going to let that start fry. It's time to take out my fish. I'm going to drop in the rest of it. Let me turn it the other way. It's time to take the rest of the fish out, and I'm going to take some of the oil out and leave a little bit to fry my sauce. I took some of the oil out. I'm going to add my 2 Vita cubes. I don't bother to break it up because it's going to cook. And sometimes it's too hard. And some of my Sazon complete seasoning. And a little bit of salt. Stir that and let it cook. It was flashing all over the place, so that's why I turned it down. It's been frying for 10 minutes. The container that I blended it in, I just put a little bit of water. I'm going to pour it in there. And let it continue to fry. Okay, my sauce is frying down. I'm waiting for all the water to get out of it. So now we're going to move on to my kenke. So I got my kenke right here. For people who don't know about kenke, it's fermented and they make it in Ghana. Well, they make it here too, but that's where it's from, Ghana. And when I went there for a holiday, I just love it. So I buy it all the time here. And in the Ghana store, they have it in the husk right here, and then they put plastic over it. So that's where you can find it. And for people who don't know where Ghana is, it's in West Africa. So let me put it in my microwave and nuke it. And then my sauce will be ready and I'm going to plate my food. I just took it out of the microwave and put it on my plate. I'm going to add my fish. I'm going to put some of my tomatoes and onion. I'm going to add some of my hot sauce that I made. I also bought this in a Ghana store. It's called Shita and it's a spice pepper sauce. I'm going to put some on the side also. And this one is a darker color. See how dark it is. I'll put some right here. It's time for me to eat my food. So my plate is filled with my food. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification button so each time I upload you will be notified. Bye bye.